Iran, former Israeli military intelligence deputy director. Let's get a word from Ashok Kumar, associate professor, political economy, Birkbeck University. Ashok, good afternoon to you. I mean, a lot of what he said there, regardless of which side, if that is the correct way to define this, people take, there are some irredeemable realities. Israel fight back, Iran fight back, Israel fights back. This could go on for some time.
Yeah, I mean, it's very clear that Israel was attacking Iran repeatedly. This is what was put out by the Iranian government after their attack yesterday. They attacked Hassan Nasrallah. They murdered 300 plus to kill the leader of Hezbollah. This was over the weekend. They've attacked within the Iranian state, Haniya, who's the leader of Hamas, who was a state guest in a state facility. That they've also done numerous attacks, which they've also not claimed, but everyone knows they've done. So those attacks. That's all good. That's good, though, isn't it? All that you just mentioned there, leaders of terror groups. Why would it be good? These are sovereign countries attacking, blowing up buildings.
Like the People's Republic of North Korea is a sovereign country.
No, you can't. No, international law doesn't work that way, Ian. It doesn't work that you can just bomb entire city blocks in the middle of Beirut.
If you're taking out the leader of a terrorist organization, that's a good thing.
I wish you would have given a fraction of the pushback that you're giving me to the Israeli mouthpiece that just proceeded.
I don't think he particularly spoke in a partisan fashion, to be honest.
Well, he said that Iran is fighting the entire Western world.
Well, that much is true. This is a dicey, murderous, medieval regime versus democracy.
Iran has never invaded another country in hundreds of years. Israel has attacked 5 countries in the last 2 months.
Right.
So I mean, they've bombed Iran. They bombed Damascus over the weekend. They bombed Lebanon, which they've assaulted. They've also been continuously bombing for a year Gaza, and they've continuously bombed and attacked the West Bank. So,
Ashok, with respect, sir, with respect, that is a very naive position, isn't it, to suggest that Iran are the good guys here? That is, these are the puppet masters of what happens in that territory. Come on,
what you're saying is an ethno-national genocidal regime of Israel are the good guys. That's what you're saying.
Well, it's a genocidal regime. Why? Have you looked up the United Nations definition of genocide?
Yes, I have.
It doesn't fit. It doesn't fit.
There's 2 ways.
It's just a platitude that you wheel out. Doesn't fit. It might make you feel good, but it's not true.
There's an 89-page document that South Africa has put together at the ICJ.
I'm aware of what South Africa put together. I'm talking about the United Nations definition of genocide. It doesn't fit.
Yes, the ICJ is part of the United Nations. And so I'm sure you know this, Ian, but there's 2 definitions, action and intent. And they've documented both in action and intent an overwhelming evidence that it constitutes genocide.
An intent to remove people or individuals, and that is your intent. That is not Israel's intent unless it's defending itself, which it would be entitled to do. Hezbollah, Hamas, and their leaders.
International law. The ICJ also said that there's a plausible case for genocide. Anyways, putting that to one side, the attack that Iran did yesterday, unlike Israel's attack in Gaza and Lebanon, attacked military facilities. They attacked 5 military facilities. They attacked the F-35s, which there's 2 there's about 38 F-35s that our country supplies parts for Israel to continue to bomb Gaza and kill tens of thousands of people. And as Israel admitted, not a single person was killed. That's how you do a precise attack on military facilities that are assaulting and attacking countries and people. Not what Israel has done in Gaza, and not what Israel has done in Lebanon.
So you think? I mean, I find you're a bright guy, Ashok. We've spoken many times. I can't believe that you really believe that Iran are some kind of innocent, democratic country just rubbing along nicely, doing its own thing, enjoying better weather than we are. Everything's tickety-boo, and then along come the wicked Israelis or the wicked Jews and start meddling with peace. I mean, seriously, seriously, man, you don't believe that.
Ian, first of all, why are you conflating Jews with Israel? That is a kind of textbook case of anti-Semitism.
No, I think that's what you're doing. That's my point.
Jewish people and the state of Israel are I would not make Jewish people responsible for the state of Israel's genocide.
I think Hezbollah, Hamas would have no truck in putting those in the same sentence.
To answer your question, Iran doesn't have to be a perfect society to say that what they did yesterday was an attack on a country's military facilities that are being used to commit war crimes. So that, to me, is not only justified, it should be the responsibility of any country to stop a genocide.
Ashok, we wouldn't be here if back in October the 7th, if almost a year ago, nearly to the day, when this happened, this horrendous, the greatest terror attack on Israeli soil occurred, we would, and hostages were taken.
Wouldn't be here if
hostages could have been given back, and they weren't. And that's why we are here. We're dealing with a death cult. Come on, you know it, Ashok. Acknowledge the fact. This is a regime and ideology that wants to get rid of Israel and the West.
Zionism is the death cult. You can't kill tens of thousands of people, the most journalists in history, more than World War I and World War II combined, the most children of any conflict in history, the most military medical personnel, the most UN personnel in history. You can't target and kill that many people and say that's not a death cult. They celebrated.
Do you seriously think that Iran give a toss about collateral damage, even if it's their own people?
But
I'm not defending everything Israel have ever done, Ashok. I've never defended everything Israel have done.
Look at what the attack did yesterday. Take Israel's own words. They attacked military bases and not a single person died. They destroyed $2 billion.
Well, that's down to the defense systems of Israel, not because of the great military expertise of the Iranians. Come on, man.
No, but you can see the videos themselves. 90%, according to Iran, well, you can take it for what it's worth. 90% of the ballistic missiles that were sent over to Israel made it through the Iron Dome, because the Iron Dome is built to deal with bottle rockets that are sent by the beleaguered and starved population of Gaza that make them out of scrap metal, fertilizer, and sugar. Yes, they can stop that. They can't stop ballistic missiles that are made by Iran. And the evidence for that is clear. Look at the videos that are happening in the other side of the screen. They're going through the Iron Dome. And so, like, no matter what the PR official that came on before me said about Israel preventing all of that, of course they have to say they prevented it. The Iron Dome is is the way that they say that Israel is invincible and they can act with absolute, disregard for life. But the evidence is clear that Iran successfully, sent these missiles in, and they hit military installations.
All right, Ashok, on that point, thank you, sir. Ashok Kumar, Associate Professor, Birkbeck University, responses to him as well. I don't think he gets it, frankly.